heard of John Bishop, but I didn't know John Bishop's story until I heard it from Bradley and Will. Both his origin story to finding his way to storytelling that became stand-up, but also he and his wife's story was an incredible inspiration. And that you can't even believe it. It has to be a movie. How both he found himself in it and how they found their way back to each other.
Through Will. We were just talking one day. I was in the middle of shooting Maestro, and he was saying he was working. I said, "What are you working on?" He said, "I'm developing a story based on this comedian, John Bishop." And he walked into a bar. He was telling me certain things, and I said, "Oh, that's it. Let me hear more about it." And then he was working on a script with Mark Chappell. And then I read that, and then I just kept thinking about it, and just wanted to be a part of it, and maybe, craft a movie about a relationship, and that stand-up comedy could be a foil for him to self-realize and help him engage in life again.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's John's story and Will and Bradley's telling of John's story and the way that they've made it about not just his story, but their marriage and their relationship. Really questions about life, and that's because first, someone said earlier, and we all know relationships can be very hard, but I don't think what we often realize is that the hardest relationship is the one with ourselves. It's hard to be honest with ourselves. It's hard to admit certain things to ourselves. And this film challenges the idea that everything's supposed to be good all the time, or that we're supposed to be the same person all the time. And so I love that it's making people ask questions about their lives or their relationships or what they're passionate about, and who they are in this new season. Oftentimes I feel like we end up at a crossroads because we're trying to be who we were 10, 15 years ago, and we're, now 15, 10 years our senior, and we're new people, and so we need to give ourselves the grace to do that, as the film so hilariously talks about.